Hey guys, WailW wins here with some more exciting Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. These ones are underused battles because, I thought I'd just experiment. I still personally think I prefer RU, but, you may be the way forward. According to Smogon, Mew is still UU, but on Pokemon Online, Mew isn't UU, so yeah, I'm a bit confused as to what I should be playing with. I don't really understand it all. I know there'll be someone out there that can tell me, but at the moment, I played one match with a Mew and one match with a Sigilyph. But anyway, let us start the video. Okay, so he leads with an Aerodactyl, and I lead with an Aerodactyl, which is just cool, I guess. But because he's fast, he gets the taunt off first, and I completely forgot about the taunt and tried the Stealth Rock. So, I'm going to switch because there's nothing else I can do. And he gets the Stealth Rock up, but I can just... he Earthquakes, and I can just Rapid Spin. And I get a bit of damage off, and the rocks go. So there's no point in him staying on the rocks again, because I can just do some stuff. So he goes for an Earthquake, which does nothing against Angela. And she can just Aqua Jet, and it will KO the Aerodactyl, which is cool and stuff. So the Cobalion comes out, and I'm like, what do I do against this? So he switches, and I switch. Ooh, double switch. And it worked out better for me, and I go into my Pop Dipping, which is Welsh for Microwave. Goes for the Hammer Arm, gets the drops and stuff. And I trick him some choice specs, and I get the Life Orb, which is probably better for me. Go for the Overheat, and KO the Thunderous, which is brilliant. But I get the Special Attack drop, which is not so brilliant. And I think I try another Overheat here on the Terrakion. He has a balloon, which I think is really interesting. But I Overheat and he resists it and it's rubbish. But I popped his balloon, which is good. But anyway, my special attack is abysmal. So trying another one would be silly. So what do? I try another one. That was really stupid and I should have just switched. But I didn't. So I believe I switched on this turn. I do indeed, and I go into Seriously UU, which is Seriously UU? I don't really know. Goes to the Close Combat, does over half, so I know it's a 2-hit KO. Especially with boosted attack and stuff. Goes to the Stone Edge, and Seriously UU, my Mew dies, which kind of makes sense that it's UU. But I don't know, maybe OU? I don't know. Close Combat kills my Angela, which isn't good. I was really disappointed because I love Angela and had a lot of potential. But never mind. So I go into my Rocky, the Aerodactyl, and I'm exerting the pressure. Goes to the Close Combat, that brings me down to my Sash, and I believe I then go for the Earthquake. That makes a lot of sense to me. I go for the Earthquake, and it KOs the Terrakion, which was really, really good for me, because that Terrakion could have been a pain. Goes into the Haxorus, don't know what to do here, so I go for the Earthquake, just to get a bit of damage on the Haxorus. He outrages, and it kills my Rocky, which I was pretty pleased with, because I wasn't expecting to get any damage on Haxorus, but I did. I go for the Ice Shard, nearly KOs him, but doesn't. Goes for the Outrage, KOs my Elephant, the Elephant, hear him blow. I don't know what the song is, that's a bit weird. Anyway, I go into my Jimmy, the Shimin, and go for the Earth Power. Neutral damage, gonna KO it, brilliant stuff. Goes into another Dragonite, another Dragonite, goes into Dragonite, wasn't expecting the, another Dragon type, but I go for the Seed Flare, hoping to get a bit of special defense drop, and it did no damage, so maybe it would have been better for going something else. It doesn't really matter, because I can go for the Thunderbolt and KO the Dragonite, which works out super well for me. Yeah, and he goes back into his Cobalion, and I can just, he Calm Minds, which is rubbish. He should have attacked, and he would have beaten me, but I go for the Overheat, and beat him. So I got quite lucky at the end there. Misplay on his behalf, but I don't really mind, because I won. So that's a good game. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next battle. Here we go. He or she leads with the Lipard, and I go into my Aerodactyl. I go for the Taunt, so she can't sub, which is good for me. So they're going to have to switch to the Muck, because there's nothing else I can really do. And I go for the Stealth Rock, so I get a free Stealth Rock, which is really nice. I go for the Earthquake, which is super effective, and that's really useful. But he goes for another. They go for the sub, living with very little. But due to the Black Sludge, he can regain a bit more health. He's focusing for the Focus Punch and gets the Focus Punch, which doesn't even bring me down to the Sash, so it doesn't really matter. And I can just... he goes for the Shadow Sneak, and that doesn't even beat me either. So that was silly. Should have done something else, maybe. So I go for the Rock Slide and beat the Muck. Kangaskhan comes out, and at this point I had gotten rid of my Mew, which had Aura Sphere, so I was like, no, I've got no fighting types, completely forgetting Angela had Superpower, which is completely stupid. So I should have really gone into my Azumarill here. But it doesn't really matter. I guess it matters a bit. It would have been good. But anyway, I go for the head smash, and it KOs the Kingscan, which I guess is good, but I get a bit of recoil, and Elephant could have been used elsewhere. So Lipard comes back out, and goes for the sub, which can be expected, because that's what Lipards do. Go for the head smash to break the sub. Should have probably have gone for something else. Unnecessary recoil. I just recoil, but... Oh, wait, I think I've got some kind of specs or something on my Donphan. I'm not sure. Anyway, I go into Angela now. And this is where I see that I have the superpower, but there's no point using it. I just go for the Toxic, which is rubbish, because I wasn't expecting them to sub. So I get a crit with the Aquajet, which is the worst time to get a crit. It would have been handy elsewhere. So they get up a free nasty plot. And a Grass Knot. And I was like, no, I was not expecting a Grass Knot. So I go for the Toxic just to get the Toxic on the Lipard, because I wanted to Toxic something. And I switch into Shaman, because that's what you do if in doubt. Shaman. And anyway, I was definitely expecting Grass Knot. I mean, it was pretty obvious, and Shaman can take it like a champ. So I Earth Power, and that KOs the Lipard. So maybe Toxic wasn't that useful. It was a bit. And then his Houndoom comes out. I was like, oh no. So the only thing that can take a Houndoom is this thing, and he goes for a Dark Pulse. I was not expecting that. Expecting a fire move. I guess he predicted my switch. Goes for another one. Popped Pin, completely useless. That's a shame, because I like him. So I go back into my Angela, hoping I can get off an Aquajet, which I can. Kills the Houndoom, which is really, really useful, because he could have been a pain. And then this Mandibuzz comes out, which is not what I was hoping for. Goes for the Roost, and I was just like, oh, God. So I go for the Toxic, and that is quite useful. I guess maybe a superpower would have been better. I don't know. I get the Toxic, which means if I can live long enough, then this thing will die. But it's only if I do live long enough, which is looking a bit unlikely, because I only have 2 Pokemon left, and one is this, One Direction. If you get it, it's just saying, because Sigilyph is ugly. But, you know, okay, really rubbish, change the name of that. It goes for the Whirlwind, and Jimmy comes back out. I was like, no, I needed to set up with my Sigilyph. So I go for the Hidden Power, and I really don't know why. I should have just switched. I don't know, it would have made more sense to me. But I didn't. And this Mandibuzz, I didn't know how to deal with this Mandibuzz, because I was not expecting it. I should have come prepared, I guess. But Nidoqueen comes out. I was like, okay, I can just Leech Seed this, and then I can Seed Flare and win. So I get that, get a bit of health back, go for the Seed Flare, and don't kill it. I was like, what? It goes for the Ice Beam, and Shaman dies. Brilliant. So Sigilyph comes out, and obviously he's just going to Ice Beam and KO my Sigilyph. So, yeah, that was getting close to the end, but he kind of took it. I thought I'd won it, but I don't know, she, I'm not sure. She did. So that was a good game. I liked that match. Shame I didn't win. Okay, I'll have more battles for you soon. I don't know, maybe today, or unlikely. But, yeah, I haven't done my announcement. I'm decided I'm going to do that in a separate video. So if you're watching this, expecting the announcement, I'm sorry, but it will come in a separate video at some point this week. I know I promised yesterday that it would come today, but forgive me? Question mark, please. Okay, see you next time.